Welcome to Commander's Lounge. I'm Shaggy.
I'm Scooby, guys.
Now, just to let y'all know, there will be drinking, and there will also be card-on-card violence, brought to you by these two dumbasses
And friends. Oh, and parents, if you catch your kids watching this, it's technically your fault, because you should be watching little shits anyways.
Now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh, and don't forget our Patreon. Hello, everybody. Today in Commander's Lounge,
Our topic is proxies. Why we dislike them, and why we like them.
oh no. No. We don't freaking like them. I don't like them whatsoever, you bastards. Yeah, anyways, continue the topic, sir.
Okay,
before I
so
go off.
Let's go with the obvious one. Why do we dislike them? And I'm gonna add on to that. Why are they actually bad for the game format it's currently in, and all other formats that you want to play? So Commander versus Standard.
Let me get my zen on this one.
Okay, while you do your Zen, I'll go first.
Go ahead.
So, the first thing I don't like about proxies is it makes it very easy to cheat on purpose or accident, because pretty much all proxies have something different, either about how they bend, their weight, their size, even how bright they are. That some of the sleeves you can actually kind of see through them, or they kind of increase. Where I've actually played where someone's used a card where I got to choose a random card for their hand, I can tell which one was a proxy just by the shape of the thickness of the card was kind of pushing on the sleeve. So I was able to cheat. And they could do that on purpose. The crunch of a beer can, an angel got its wings.
Oh, continue.
Okay. But yeah, that's my first thing, is it can cause cheating on purpose or on accident. Guaranteed. So that's my first problem.
Not only guaranteed, it kind of makes me so upset when people are like, okay, sweet. Well, I'm going to play this awesome rare card. It's a fake card. Well, I got to have it for the deck. Then, guys, get the card. The real card. It's not that hard. Well, technically, sometimes
Money
it is.
Money.
Technically, sometimes it is. Trust me, your deck can run without that card. Well, it needs to be that you're not going to magically draw that card that turn. So you can actually run your deck without that card. You don't have to spend $1,000 or $500. You also don't need to spend a penny printing it out.
Well, and I think you have a good point is, part of Magic is being able to build a deck and think around things.
Have fun doing it too.
And evolve your deck. So if you can't afford a certain card, learn to make some other combo that does the same thing. Or just get a card that's not as good but does the same thing.
That's what I say to him. Well, it's kind of like, okay, sweet. Honestly, I'm trying to build a snake deck. I don't have all the cards for it. You're not going to see me go, well, I don't look like a good card. I'm just going to go ahead and play print. I'll shade it. Okay, print it out. I got the card.
Yeah.
I cannot play games.
Well, at the same time, that's no longer, you're not playing Magic anymore, you're playing print game.
Yeah, it's a POS way to just get cards for no freaking reason. For me, the fun part is, and it's just for me, I don't know, it's probably for a lot of other people too, just buying Zendikar Rising. Okay, sweet, I want that card from the packet, opening the pack.
Oh wait, that's not that one, it's just Zendikar.
No, it's Godzilla.
That's
No, I'm sorry, no,
that's
that's not
Zendikar, right?
No, that's Ikara.
Okay,
No.
I'm just saying, out there, I wanted all the Godzilla cards, I only got 2 of them. I'm sad.
I still want a Wheel of Fortune. But anyways, and 2 shots in a beer. But anyways, opening up that pack and getting the card you wanted, or knowing my luck, buying another pack and not getting the card you want, and then buying another pack until you finally get the card. But now you got so many other cards you can actually trade for the card you need now.
Yeah, and that's part of the game of Magic, or any card game, is you have to get to the access of the card, which either means you got to have a bunch of small things to make a big thing, so you trade-wise, or you got to be lucky and draw it. Yes, you're going to have to put some money in it or win some tournaments.
Oh, yeah.
But that's part of the game. Just printing it kind of makes you trying to be like, I'm a badass at this game.
Oh, yeah, especially when you do that.
You haven't played the game yet, because part of the game is getting the card and making the deck. That's part of the game. If you're not doing those two things, you're not playing Magic.
But no, there are people like that though. Like, I have printed half my decks printed out, and they act like a badass. They really do. Like, oh my god. goodness gracious. So when you're actually playing with a deck that you spent time on, took you like what, a month or two to build? Leave me alone, I'm very slow when it comes to building a deck and I have fun doing it. But anyways, and all of a sudden he makes a deck within 3 minutes, and all of a sudden you're just like, what the heck, man? Like, you took all the fun out of it.
Yeah.
And plus, like, when it comes to certain cards, you said, like yourself, okay, choose a card off from random. He's gonna choose the one he needs and keep, like, discard the rest and be like, guess what I got? I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, really?
Yeah, I agree, because it does take away part of the game, because he's no longer playing the game, he's just playing, I print.
Or, I need a win quick and I know how to do it. It's basically counting cards.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a reason proxies are not allowed in a tournament format. Because you're not, it's not part of the game. That's a simple truth. Now, I do have a question for you on the proxies.
Wait.
Dun 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 dun. Okay, my question is, so there's a type of card that was, and it was for Worlds, I believe, but it was for when some people won, they had gold border. Now, some cards are pretty rare that are in the gold border, and they're just like any other Magic card. They just have gold border. They're not unhinged.
Okay, you have one.
I have several of them.
Yeah, Flame Tongue Kabu. Okay, I see them.
Yeah. So, a lot of people consider this a proxy because they're not allowed in tournaments. Because part of it was not everybody had access to them.
Okay.
Because you had to be there or you had to win. I'm not exactly sure. I'll put some of the information up on the screen behind us. But they're actually harder to get than the real card most of the time. I'd say all the time, but I could be wrong. But so they're harder to get. They look nicer. They fill in everything.
The goldness in the corner is actually shiny, right?
Yeah, it's shiny, but it makes no difference to the gameplay of the card.
So how are they banned?
Well, so there's different, people say different reasons, and there's official reason. I'll put them both, the official reason up here.
Plus, comment on that too, because I want to know why they're banned. They look just because they're a little nice? It's basically...
No, it's because they're harder to get, and there was also a possibility that cards would be printed in them that were on the no print list that they did a while back. The pretty famous cards that everybody would know is like Black Lotus is on this. Cards are not supposed to ever be printed again.
Black Lotus, man.
Cards are on there that are never supposed to be printed again, so that way it keeps their value. In these things, though, there is someone won with that card in their deck somehow, even though the card's out of rotation, so I don't know how they could. Technically, it could be in there. That's one thing I've heard. But again, I will have the official reason that Wizards put up behind here. But yeah, I think they should be in game because they're just harder to get.
Well,
and they look cool.
Basically, for me, since I don't have one, obviously, is basically I want to say it's a regular card and the hollow card.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
Yeah, and obviously, it feels the same. It doesn't. It's not like it's thicker or something where you can tell a difference.
It's just because it has a different print on it.
It's just because the set it came in.
Rock that deck because obviously it's nice. Gold. It's a gold.
Yeah, it looks nice.
So just because the little outside line, it's just gold, right?
Oh yeah, on the complete border of the card, on the front side, it's gold.
Yeah,
and the back side,
it's regular.
Well, no, the back side doesn't have the normal.
That's why.
But if you put them in sleeves, you can never tell. And you're supposed to play cards in sleeves when you're playing in tournaments because you can't. If you play without sleeves and you have any imperfection, it can be considered cheating. That's why even at most tournaments, they won't even allow people to play without sleeves in their cards.
Yeah.
So it would make a difference.
Or clear sleeves. I've seen that before. Even though I have some, they actually said, no, you can't use clear sleeves. Like, you son of a bitch. I spent $10 for nothing.
Yep. And then there's a clear sleeve that I really love. It's kind of thick and it's better than any other sleeve. It never peels or anything, never destroys itself.
But it's clear. Those are the ones I bought.
Yeah, those are clear though. And in tournament, if I have one little imperfection, I can cheat. So I understand that, but most tournaments, every tournament I've ever been to, you weren't allowed to be able to see the back of the sleeve. So what would it matter on a card that has no difference once it's in that sleeve? Like it doesn't weigh, it doesn't bend, it's not a different size, and it's printed by Wizards of the Coast.
I'll rock it.
See, that was just a quick question, sorry, but would you consider that in the proxy realm? In other words, should those be allowed in tournaments? Well, for us commanders, so it's not as strict.
How old is this rule? Because since we have to play...
It's old.
Well, since everybody plays with card sleeves now, that you cannot see through, and if you can see through them, I already know that's illegal. So...
You're going to magic jail.
Oh, I seen it. There's no 2 shots in the beer on that one.
No, there's a lot of smelly people in it.
By the way, take showers, guys. Take tons of showers.
Soap is a gift.
Deodorant.
It's a gift.
Freaking cologne's amazing. God damn it,
Stop showing your crack. Stop showing your crack when you're playing, man. So anyway, sorry everybody.
God damn it. But no. If it's an old rule, I think it should be brought up again. Like, just go ahead and maybe we should talk to Wizards of the Coast and be like, hey guys, this is an old rule. Maybe we should bring it back because somehow we got some new cards like that.
You have a problem with your keyboard.
Hey, that's twisting it
to get that point across.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe that's actually something we should bring up. Maybe you guys can actually do that too. Like, talk to Wizards of the Coast. Maybe you guys have that same card he's talking about, the little gold outline.
There's several. And I know everybody's going to have opinions on this. So go ahead and put them down in the comments.
Oh, yeah.
Just be polite and nice, everybody, because this is a personal feeling. It's a personal feeling I have. And it's just because I love the way the card looks. And I'm a player of mini card games. So I can tell the difference of when I'm playing a card, if there's going to be a huge difference in playing it. Mm-hmm. And I found none.
Well, I think the only thing that's probably going to have... You said it's not the normal Magic background, right?
It's a different... But it's always
That's probably the only thing that people are going to cry about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've played it... So, in our locals, I've played gold cards left, right, and no one cared. I've only had... Actually, I take it back. One person goes, is that a gold one? Yeah. And goes, are we allowed to use this? And I was like, look, I can switch it out. Here's the real card. But I just like the way it looks.
Technically, it is the real card.
Yeah, well, you're right, and that's my bad. But that's what I told them just so they'd stop marrying. Because at our locals, someone was using Pokemon energy for lands.
I seen that guy.
Wait,
he's proxied.
But he's a cool guy. But there was also other people doing other proxies, and they brought up if I can't proxy, he shouldn't be able to use Pokemon energies for lands, and I kind of had to get in between it because it was happening. That it was the rule is you can't use proxies at all.
Yeah.
So the Pokemon lands couldn't, neither could his fake cards. But the guy at our local tournament said also he considers proxies those gold border cards. So that's why I brought it up because in our locals, one of our local spots, you can't. Another one you can because it's officially printed. All the reasons I gave.
Yeah.
So it's kind of up to the tournament organizer / judge.
I kind of want to get some of these gold cards and just see what argument I can stir up.
Right.
I kind of want to every day.
So on the proxy, let's get off the gold one. I think we did good on that one.
No, freaking proxy, man. They always will trigger something, man. If I see something like that, I'm going to trigger. I'll be like, you messed it up this time.
So my question on the next proxy thing is, we have, at our locals, we technically have a casual, unsanctioned commander pods.
Oh god, we have fun, guys. We have so much fun.
It's so casual, there's actually not even a judge.
No.
Which we have our own grab about, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that's another day.
Yeah, but how'd you feel? Because for a while they allowed proxies. As long as you had the real card somewhere else that you could show it. Because people like to use their own made-up artwork.
They didn't do that.
They did.
I do not know that. I just know there's a few people where we would actually go and they have proxies. So when they made that rule, no more proxies, they didn't play in the tournament. I cracked up laughing.
So the way it worked at our locals for a while, the one that we go to most often was you could have a proxy in your deck as long as you had the real card available. And your proxy had to have everything printed on the card. So you couldn't use like a Pokemon energy or
an Egyptian god card.
Yeah, you couldn't use any of those for a Magic card. It would have to be a printed out version.
Okay, but if they already had the card available, why don't you just use that card?
Because they don't either. And this is the thing is, so people like to do it for two reasons only, unless they want to cheat. Unless they want to cheat, it's already in another deck, so they don't want to keep switching between different decks.
That I understand. I was about to say that.
That I have my own issue, but I'll get onto that in a second. The other one was so they won't damage the card because it's a valuable card.
That's why you put it in the sleeve.
Well, and that kind of gets to the point is then someone can build like 10 different decks, only have one card, and they put it in all 10 different decks and then never switch any of it out. So they have all these proxies in.
Assholes.
Thank you. Okay. Now,
you can get me on that, guys. If you run proxies, you can be like, well, you're an asshole. No, just get the card, man.
So now the other one I was talking about was damaging was asshole, right? Or was it for because they had a bunch of different decks.
Oh yeah.
So the damaging one. So I get this on some cards, but I don't think they should be allowed to still do it because
depend on how bad they're damaged though. Like if they have like a crease in the middle, yeah, you can actually fill it out.
Well, no. They're doing it so their card doesn't get damaged because they have like a $200 card, so they put a proxy in so it doesn't damage it because they're too worried about this money. Well, that's part of the game, I think. I think you better be careful with your card.
Like honestly, shit. If I had a Wheel of Fortune, I would rock that in the deck just to be like, hey guys. Discard your hand. Just to have the real card and just see people see it and like, mother of God, that's a $300 card. No!
Well, okay, to put it in reference, so when I used to have Black Lotuses before they got stolen.
God rest their souls.
Yeah. One was in great condition, the other two were beat to living hell. I played with them in my Protein Flash deck. Alright? But I've actually played with them.
Protein deck?
The Protein Hulk. With the Flash, so you can automatically just do OTK, first turn with Black Lotus. Yeah, it was stupid and ganky, but I did it
God, you're an asshole.
I did it to people that were a-holes to other people. I would just walk in and they'd be, some kid treating them like shit, beating them in first turn.
Oh, those
so I'd
people,
go,
yeah.
Hey, turn 0.
So you were the anti-bully.
No, I was still a bully. I just made sure the people I was bullying were bullies.
Oh my God, wait, you kicked my ass with that deck. Hey, I didn't do shit to nobody, man. You can't pull that off, man.
It was you. It's okay.
I'll take that. I'll take that for days.
So now I think we do need to cover why we would accept them. So here's my first thing, and it is considered a proxy. So there are, everybody knows, flip cards on Magic where they have a print of a card on one side and a print of a card on another side.
Ooh, it actually brings up the gold thing.
Well, no, it's not these.
No, I know what you're talking about.
They actually make proxy cards in Magic that come in the packs that are for those flip cards. And they have a little checklist on them, and you check off which one it is.
Okay,
and you put that in the sleeve, and you put your flip card off to the side. Now, that's an actual proxy, but it's supported by Magic the Gathering.
Wait, I've seen those. I never played with them, but wait, you tell me it's it's a legal proxy?
Oh, you're supposed to. You're not supposed to put your card in and have to switch sleeves. You're actually supposed to use those.
You guys play with this?
Everybody, you'll see them all the time. They're little flip.
I may have seen one, but that was like at the corner of my eye.
Yeah, I'll put a couple examples up here, but really, I've been to a couple tournaments where the judges have actually enforced if you want to use any type of flip card, you must have this proxy because people were switching sleeves in and out, taking time. They would damage their sleeves from doing that, so then it was kind of like they were able to cheat.
Oh, Lordy.
Also, a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of sleeves, if you have a actual art on the front, if you put it on the back side, so the back of the sleeve is facing, you can see through it, and you'll be able to see some artwork. You won't be able to see what the artwork is, but it'll look different than the other cards. Those other cards are pretty generic, boring.
Okay.
It's kind of like they're the thinner sleeves, so you really can't see the back or if any imperfections. But when there's a lot of artwork where it has shininess to it or whatever, you'll be able to see a difference on the sleeve. So you can actually cheat with those. And I've seen it, and I actually had a guy play where he did that and had to choose some cards from his hand.
Mm-hmm.
I chose every single card that was like that, and they were all his flip cards. He's like, "How'd you know?" I was like, "Dude, I can see them all.
Oh,
I don't know what they are. I can't read the effects, but I can see there's a difference because the other cards I couldn't see through, but because the other one was shiny and they had a bunch of color to them, you could tell there was a difference.
Okay.
So I support them. I support proxies like that when it's an official one that's made to keep.
I don't give a rat's ass. I still want to rock that in a deck. I will have patience and get the card.
Exactly. But see, that you have to have the original card plus this card. It's not
Okay.
just subbing for it.
If it's too expensive, why don't you just double sleeve it?
Okay, but that was the old thing.
No, I'm talking about like, okay, you want same thing.
Yeah.
You have that card, but it's on one deck, but you bring make 50 other decks that have that one card in it. Like, why? That one card, that's no imaginative. You can't imagine that. Like, okay, how can I say?
No, I get what you're saying, but we're talking about the double
Oh, yeah.
face cards.
Those are actually good. I like those.
Okay.
I can rock those because, you can just flip them over, it's a land. But depending on what sleeve you get.
Well, no,
It all depends on the sleeves from there on in, because my sleeves, you can't really see through.
I have seen through any sleeve except for the ones that have the stupid hollow pictures on the back of them. You can see, but any like matte back.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I have a few of those.
any matte backs, you can tell a difference. You can always tell a difference on double sleeves. It's not drastic. You have to kind of look at some of them like pretty hard. But if I can look pretty hard at your hand while you're holding it and see that card's a double, I don't know what it is, don't even know what color it is, but I know it's a double.
See, now I'm gonna fuck with you now. I'm just gonna be like.
But yeah, those are ones. Not only do I support, but I support when judges say you have to use them, or they'll even get like a land card and write the card's name on it. So when you want to play it, foul.
Yeah, sorry, my fault.
So when you want to play it, you just take that card out and you put the real card onto the field from your side. So it kind of shows, it takes the spot of it, but you can't see the back or cheat or anything like that.
Okay, that I understand.
So
and by the way, I'm so sorry about the phone. That was my fault. For that, I will drink the rest of my beer.
So, is there any other? Oh, I guess there is one other. Shh. Oh, yes.
Okay, continue.
One other proxy I can kind of support, and this isn't for actual gameplay. This is for when you have a group of people together, so it's not going to be a tournament. It's not going to be.
Okay, wait, you're talking about
it's
like
a play test group.
Okay, like just have shits and giggles.
Not even shits and giggles. No. It's everybody in the group knows you have a proxy, and you're only doing it just to test the card, because you don't want to spend the money to go get it. You're not going to use it in a tournament. This.
Okay. It's the only time you can hear it. That I will approve of, because you want to test it out. You're not going to use it in the tournament. It's just basically, it is technically shits and giggles.
But you tell everybody, hey, I have this one, and it's not like a half a deck. It's like one or two cards.
But technically you're still telling people, right?
Yeah.
So either way, you can tell everybody, hey guys, I'm putting this proxies, you have many of them, just to test this deck out, just to see how it runs. Now you're not in a tournament, you're having fun, you're drinking 2 beers in a shot, or 2 shots in a beer.
Which one ever happens first?
I want them at the same time. And you're rocking your Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Or Black Lotus.
Black Lotus! But I do have to say this though, with that, I personally put a stipulation on it. They can't keep using that deck forever like that.
Oh, hell no.
It's that's you get like a night with that, and then I don't really want to see you ever play with that deck again until you've put all those real cards in.
That's just a test run.
Exactly,
so it works great with these proxies. Awesome. So now you want to build the deck.
But there are people who say, "Oh, I'm just testing out
testing out for 2 years, my ass."
Yeah, we have one again at our locals that he only actually has one deck's usable. The rest are all proxies. He's had it now for 2.
I know what you're talking about.
2 months. 2 months he's been at our locals, and all those decks still have the exact same proxies. He's done nothing to advance those. And his one deck he can play, he hasn't advanced them either. It's not like he's spending his time on that one deck.
Yeah,
he just doesn't care.
It's just Sphinx.
All right, so I think that covers our proxy for today.
Oh, that was a great fuck you argument. I hate proxies, but that one little last part, well, I will approve of it. But every other time, hell's to the no.
And I support this.
God damn it.
All right, Commander's Lounge.
Oh yeah.